Welcome into another episode of Snowrunner with me, the Midlife Simster. Thank you for joining me on my journey through the game and my return to the game. I owe anyone who listens to this and my wonderful little gaggle of subscribers a tale of woe to tell you about, in the sense of, and explaining why it has been almost, I think it's probably been 7 or 8 weeks now, almost 2 months since I posted anything. I'll start off with a little bit of simple stuff. After the last episode, I did a lot of off-camera stuff to clear up the map, picked up a lot of the trailers, cleared a load of stuff away, did basically the remaining contracts and tasks. So this map is basically done. There's a trailer up there which we're going to leave. We could eventually go back and get that trailer over there. It doesn't really matter. Plan is I do want to drag this one back because it's just something to do whilst I talk to you guys. So I'm going to drag this one back, drop it off in the trailer store there. We may as well go as we're right there, pick up that one, send that one back. And then we are good to go. We'll probably do what is the knotted drill. Where is it? Because there we are, knotted drill, which is off the map, but we can pick up the part that we need here. Go drop that off over in Black River, and then we are good to go. Finally, to head on over to Island Lake. So. Did a lot of that stuff off camera, all hunky-dory. I think that was, looking at the recording dates I've got, there was a little bit of silliness involved because I did roll the truck. Probably would have liked to have posted that in this episode. I may... Oh dear, that's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there goes the engine. Come on. There we go, see? Back to my usual skills. I may sort of post that in the corner of the screen at this point, just because it's just another standard vintage midlife simster roll of a truck within Snowrunner, and now we're stuck. This is. Can you tell that I haven't really played this game in a while? The other thing, of course, is because I haven't played this game in a while, I'm not very used to the buttons. So let me explain why it's been so long. And bingo is clearly killing someone right now, and you're already very drunk if you're playing bingo with me. I think that's probably 6 ums by this point. So. During August and July, for that matter, when I was at least getting some content out, but especially July and August, my job, basically our department, was so short-staffed that our management team decided that they were willing to pay a lot of overtime because they ran the risk of the job obviously not being done. No one's fault, it is just what it is, one of those things. However, it did mean that for people like myself that are money grabbers, a great opportunity to get a little bit of extra money, especially for the family, and with the hope of moving house, which is a story again for later on. A little bit of money just to top things up. So I basically worked the best part of 70 hours of overtime in July and August, which then meant my opportunity alongside work and all the extra work, and then putting the family with whatever time I had left first. The opportunity for recording was basically slim to nil, and it took a back burner. It wasn't something that I wanted to do, and I wasn't particularly happy about it because I enjoy this and I enjoy playing the game and stuff. But you know, life gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? And that is that. At the same time, I was I generally try and keep myself, you know, somewhat fit, not particularly fit, but just, you know, take the edge off. Was out running and I'd felt a little niggle in we're gonna run out of fuel. Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. Yeah, felt a little niggle, and again, the job is it's quite labour intensive at times, so perfectly used to. We are definitely going to run out of fuel. How much fuel have we got in the back of this thing? Is there even fuel in this thing, or is it? This is just a repair truck, isn't it? Oh man. We ain't getting there on what we've got. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Well, let's just get as far as we can, and we'll have to get the AWOL out the garage at the top and bring it down, fill this one up, and save them both. Again, just I wouldn't normally do it, but it gives me the chance to talk. So yeah, I felt a little bit of a niggle whilst it was kind of out training. But I didn't really think much of it. You know, I'm in the middle of my life. I'm not a young man anymore. Niggles are just part and parcel of being old. Didn't think much more of it. And then one day, went for a little run, finished the run, and as I kind of was finishing, I was like, oh, that's really hurting today. Oh well, there we are. Finished the run and was like, oh, that's bad. That's gone. Assuming muscle in the back. So it'll be a couple of weeks of taking it easy. Try and just do like sort of admin stuff and work rather than the manual labour stuff. Do what I can to help and whatnot. Fine. Spent then 2 weeks just progressively getting worse until I woke up there one morning and I couldn't get up. And then found myself in hospital thanks to the incredible ambulance service. Came and picked me up, got me into hospital. Very, very long story short, spent 2 weeks in hospital because I had slipped a disc, which was then resting on the sciatic nerve, and they've ended up fusing my spine together, two of the vertebrae together, and trying to do what they can for the nerves. So I've then spent another couple of weeks now, maybe 2 weeks post-op, I think. 2 weeks since the surgery. Very much resting up, very limited in what I can do. It's only now that I can really sit for, you know, a considerable amount of time, certainly long enough to do a good episode of this. Where my back's just really uncomfortable and just starts to hurt. So I haven't been able to record anything whilst, even though I've been, you know, resting up in the same room that the PlayStation's in. Played a lot of other games, so I'm going to be very, very rough at this. Didn't want to play this because, you know, I don't want to get into it without recording it, but at the same time couldn't record it and play it from where I'm lying down. So here I am. However, it does mean that I'm gonna have to be off work for quite a considerable amount of time whilst I get better. This truck is basically doing what I did on my run about a month ago. I'm just going to come to a juddering, pathetic stop. There we go, dead. So yeah, I'm gonna be off naturally off work for quite some time. Oh, let me load the garage. What's going on here? Come on. There we go. Yeah, come on, old girl. Let's go. Let's go save the day. Will you have enough fuel to get down there and back? Almost certainly. Because you barely drink any, do you? Old Faithful. Yeah, so I'm going to be off work for quite a while. Now, what that hopefully means is whilst I'm able to kind of recover and recuperate and rehab, let's just make sure I'm going about this down the right way. If we drop down here, this is going to be the quickest way, and yeah. I mean, we could do on the road and drop them there. That might be our better idea. That's just mucky, isn't it? Let's see what that'll feel when we get down there. Let's head down to the farm and head out over the dam. So yeah, so with me being off work, hopefully this should mean, touch wood, and in theory and on paper and all those wonderful things, all being well, I haven't really got an excuse not to do some good recording time. Bingo. Dear me. All I can say to those of you who subscribed previously and haven't unsubscribed, because it's, again, you know, we've talked about this, it's not like I've got a massive following. This is just for fun. This isn't here for anything else other than that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's superb, and it really does mean a lot to me. That I was kind of like dreading it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna log back on you now, and then there'll be like, you know, 3 people left who haven't unsubscribed because I'm not putting any content out and things. So really chuffed with that. Now, to be fair, you guys may not care less that I that I haven't put anything out. I'll even be aware that I haven't put anything out. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. But nonetheless, I'm very grateful. So thank you. So here I am, back in the driving seat. I've been playing a lot of. I picked up Farming Simulator again, just because why wouldn't I? You know, all-time favorite game. So did a little bit of that. Although initially didn't want to get into it, just completely lost interest in it. Didn't want to do it. Obviously got the other series running as well. On the whole returning to Farming Simulator prior to the new one coming out in November. Had to find some games. Randomly played or purchased and played a game called Railway Empire. Not dissimilar in, you know, the sense of, you know, SnowRunner styly sort of simulator management type of game. Not exciting or dynamic by in any means. Oh, hello. It's literally creating railway tracks around the country that you're tasked with. So played that a lot. Also played, I downloaded ages ago, had a quick go at it and then never really got into it. Game called, I think it's called Shipbreakers. So futuristic in space, and you're taking apart spaceships. Again, you know, methodical, slow thinking game. Love it. Really got into it. Played it a lot. Played those two a lot in the last 2 weeks whilst I've been, when I finally got home from hospital. And I've had, you know, some days, probably that first week, spending, you know, 20 odd hours a day just lying down in bed, with very little to do other than listen to podcasts, audiobooks, play the PlayStation sort of thing. Oh, I tell you what we could do to save the hassle. We could, I forgot this trailer had something in it. What's it got in it? What's that? Oh, that's a bit annoying. I was planning on selling that trailer off. And then we've got the metal beams there. All this really now just for, I mean, do we just recover it? Do we just cheat a little bit and recover it? and I know it's my first episode back. We were doing this all the way now just to refer for one stupid trader for a few grand. How much? Nah, come on, man. Come on, you're better than that. Come on. Get on with it. So yeah, played those a lot. As I said, picked up then Farming Simulator a few days ago as well, just to mix it up. Went back on the one of my old favourite maps that had been redone, so really enjoyed that. And today's the first day. What are we now? 23rd of September. So yeah, almost 2 months since my last bit of recording. When I checked. Yeah, it's pretty much the first time where I feel confident enough, happy enough, comfortable enough to be able to sit in the chair and do a good bit of recording. Obviously I could, you know, just pause things and come back to it, but you lose a flow then, don't you? It's a little bit difficult to kind of stay on top of it that way, so I'd rather just try and get an episode in and get that done. So there we are. So that is why, for those keeping count, don't you crash, for those keeping count, fence painting 101 finally had its extra coat. Everything is all done. Fence is looking lovely. House is up for sale. Still haven't sold. Market is garbage. A lot of houses have gone up in our area, similar sort of style and price, so that doesn't help much. British economy, very much people waiting to see what's happening with the rates and things, if they're going to go back to anything like they were a few years ago. So yeah, it's not ideal. Offer accepted on the house that we want to buy, which is great. They're in no rush to sell, so they're quite comfortable for us to take our time with it. I think they understand the situation. They were very similar sort of situation themselves. So, you know, it'd be nice if we could sell the house, but it is what it is. Why are we bouncing so much? A bit weird. Stop saying I have to put something in front of my face to remind me to stop saying that word. Talked about it before, I suppose. Hazards of just live recording, isn't it? Not preparing, no script, not thinking about what I'm saying, just saying it, and then having that moment to allow my brain to process what I'm about to say, to make sure there's no naughty words in there, and it kind of makes a little bit of sense as well, as best as it can. It's hardly like a genius or a grammatical legend. I mean that shows out my lack of grammar, because I'm not even sure grammatical legend is the right terminology. That is a lot steeper than I thought it was going to be, or remember it being. Good effort. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Come on then. So there we are. So I am gonna love you and leave you there momentarily. I think we've had enough background from me. What was it? Fence done, house updated, family is family, back is broken. Also, apologies, I'm obviously gonna have to put some sort of clickbait. My back is broken from playing Snowrunner type of title on this episode. Because A, I obviously need some hits. B, it's just funny, isn't it? Because I'm a child. I think when you have the sort of level of injury that I've got and have gone through the surgery and whatnot, and the trauma, I think I'm quite entitled to have a little bit of a use of play on it, as I suppose my my dear old mum would say. So yeah, I'm gonna play on it, use it for my hopefully for my advantage, and you never know, find another subscriber. Go absolutely wild. Come on, Olga, look at this, just absolute wonderful truck. What a beast. What a beast. So we'll go and rescue this thing, give it a load of fuel, head back up the road. I'll just speed cut this, drop that trailer off. I'll just have to leave that other trailer with the boxes in it. May hook it up just to see what was in there, thinking about it, but either way. Probably use this pause menu. Why can't I? I should just be able to use the pause menu thinking about it. And I'll see you guys when we head up the top to pick up the drill piece to nip back across to Black River. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, so here we go then. Both trucks back to the garage. This one changed out. Just got rid of the crane, put the flatbed on it, because I think that'll fit what we're going to go and pick up now. I hope it does, otherwise that's going to be annoying. And then we'll drop it back over to the Black River, head back over here, and then head on to the new map, which I am going to be, based on my drive back to the garage just then, pretty bad at. So what are we after? The oil rig drill, is it? Ah, it's a 4-piece. That's a 5-piece. Well, that's just great. Okay, hang on then. Right, let's try that again, shall we? I don't know why, in my mind, I just completely assumed it was a 2. I should have really thought about it, because they're never easy, these ones. They're normally quite small. I should probably also be using the AWOL route, because it's so much more reliable and easier to control in difficult environments. But where is the fun in that? So, cool. Cool. Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go. What I was doing whilst coming back across the map, then just kind of looking, thinking to myself, I may be able to change things around and be able to stretch my recording equipment and headphones and things just enough to allow me to lie down and record, which would be pretty good for my back and help me do a lot more recording, which should be good. Because, as always, whenever I step away from this game for any significant period of time and then come back to it, I always think, oh, I really love this game, and I get, you know, I really want to get as far as I can into it. Considering I've only opened up a couple of maps, only done a little bit of Alaska, you know, before I started the series, and that has naturally slowed me down, because if I wasn't recording all the time, then you could just play and get on with it, couldn't I? But I'm recording, I'm editing, uploading, trying to leave a bit of time in between episodes, so I've got something to talk about. That's the one thing where I worry about. Well, I've got a screenshot where I worry about what I'm doing, because if I record too often, I lose kind of anything to talk about that isn't just the game. So I don't know if that's maybe going to be a bit of a problem, potentially. But I guess if, you know, as long as I'm not over recording, then hopefully we'll be okay. Right. Where we gotta go? It's been such a while that I've been on this map. So we gotta get down to ruins. So if we go down to the town, so we're getting across there. Yeah. So we go down to the town. We may as well go the long way, because there's not much in that. Yeah, we may as well go the long way. Hit the fuel station, because that really isn't actually that long at all. Hit the fuel station, pick up some fuel, drop back down the bogey path there. Through the lumber mill, out there, bang, onto the drilling site. Let's go. Let's go. I'll tell you one thing I can talk about. Niche market, but is the NFL. NFL season started up again. A big New York Jets fan. Go Jets. Or as they were famously famously referred to many years ago now in one of our drafts, the rookie drafts, is Go JETE. That tells you everything about that team, and we can't even spell our own name correctly. The one good thing about my injury coincided perfectly with the start of the NFL season, so long time off work, just in time to watch the majority of the NFL season. So very, very lucky there, I guess. You know, every cloud, silver linings, and all that malarkey. Come out of this. Recording this on a Monday evening, so another weekend of games just gone by. Really, really weird weekend of games. And also, I play an awful lot of fantasy American football. It's so much better than like the British soccer fantasy football, because only one, when each team has only got that one player, you can't all end up having like the same team, which, you know, like 60-70% of your teams in fantasy football, when it's as in British football, the teams all just end up looking the same. They're just rubbish. By the end of the season, you're all kind of carrying the same kind of core of players generally. So yeah, quite obsessed by fantasy football. Not doing well, which is quite often the case, unfortunately. I don't do very well for something I care so much about and enjoy so much and listen to so many podcasts. I mean, that's a life, isn't it? YouTubing or podcasting about something about fantasy football. I mean, that's just incredible. I suppose it's the same principle though, really, is incredible. YouTubing, you know, about playing a computer game, so you've got people watching you play a computer game rather than just playing it themselves. So it's the same principle, I guess. But yeah, really enjoying that NFL opportunity to watch it all, which is cool. But other than that, it's gonna be tough, isn't it? So I suppose we'll just have to rely on just... Oh, what's that? Little trophy then. What's going on there? Did that fill up then? No. There we go. I miss the country music, country and western music in this game is superb. I love it. Being a guilty pleasure Johnny Cash fan and enjoying a very, very, very limited amount of kind of country and western. It's hard not to like the kind of cheesy music that plays in the gas stations. Okay, so now we got to try and make a really ridiculously tight turn with this thing on the back. We're good. Come on. Come on then, good start. Let's go. Let's get it done. I really enjoyed this first map, the Black River map. Nothing too crazy about it, just kind of setting you in, nothing too horrifically challenging about it. I can't help but sort of like smile and have a little wry smile on my face when I see parts of this map now. We haven't been on this map in a long time. But it's taken me so long to finish up all the tasks and contracts. There hasn't really been a reason to come back across here. We are going the right way now, yeah. So here, down, that's right, down towards the mill and through the mill. It's been a while. And again, difficult to gauge the recording times because I'm obviously gonna, you know, gonna edit out and cut a lot of this episode out where I was just messing around bringing the truck back and stuff. So hard to gauge for me when's a good time to stop the recording. I'll give it maybe another 10 minutes or so, maybe get this done, and then naturally call it a stop when we open up the map. Go on, girl. Keep powering through. But what this truck is, it's just faster than the Azov, isn't it? I mean, we've talked about it before, but it's the only thing with the Azov. It's just so slow. Should have gone in there, but we're gonna cut across the open land, I think. Make it a little bit easier because there's a very tight turn there. Stay away from that horrible stuff. One thing I'd like to know, is that where I actually have to go? Yeah. One thing I'd like to know from people who play this game is how willing are they to kind of buy DLC, buy DLC trucks and things like that and use them. My plan, I think we spoke about it maybe probably the first couple of episodes. My plan is not to do that. I think that's a bit too much cheating. And again, we talked about, you know, where do you draw the line with the sort of, but it's a bit fuzzy when it comes to what is and what isn't cheating in this game. But there are some really good, like, kind of downloadable vehicles that I'd love to have a go at. But I don't want to have two saves going at the same time either, so I do wish I had a bit of autopilot on here so I could just let this run and check the map and stuff, but hey ho. Hey ho, hey ho. Well, now that is where you shouldn't text and drive, children. I'm just trying to find out when my considerably better half, who, for the record, going back onto the me and my bad back, has been amazing. I cannot praise her, thank her enough, and speak highly enough of her. She has been truly amazing, dealing with the children on her own, really difficult time. Got her own issues sort of, you know, going on as well. I honestly, I mean, she'll never hear this, but I tell her anyway, because, you know, if you don't tell your loved ones these things, then shame on you. But I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. And I'm so lucky to have her there to you know, support me, help me through all this, and keep our family running. She has been incredible, absolutely incredible, and I would be lost without her. God love her. God love her. The reason I nearly crashed with the text then was because I was checking my text, because she'd messaged then about a message I sent her earlier. I'm just very aware of the time of day. She's out at the moment around her friend's house, but she will be back with the kids soon, and that just means that all hell is gonna break loose within the household. So that will also have an impact on how much longer I record for, but I don't think they're going to be home yet for another 20 minutes or so, so we should be good. No, don't pull the truck. Stop that. Stop that. Come on, boy. Let's go. Nearly there. May as well just stick it into diff lock and be done with this. Right, now we can move a little bit. No, still want to take ages, fair enough. Boom! Stage complete. Deliver to the drilling site construction rig semi-trailer. Well, that's that thing, isn't it? Now then, that needs a high. It's a high, not a low in it, and I'm on the low, so we would need to come back with a high. The question is, do we do? I wonder. No, surely not. And if any of you can guess what my brain is thinking. Can we winch that enormous thing without tipping it? Probably not, because those front poles are going to be our biggest problem, which basically got back there not much before we go crash into that person's caravan. Right, spare me a sec, let's have a think about this. Yeah, sorry, I had to I'd have a phone call then as well, so hence you probably wouldn't even realise, but there we are. Right, so if I mean, we're here, so we may as well give it a go, mightn't we? I'm 99.9% sure this isn't going to work. But we may as well, as we have a little, just for fun, just for naughty words and giggles, have a little go at it. Because we've only got to drag it over to there, see, so... But I think the minute I try and pull it, I'm such risk of toppling it. Yeah, so you can't attach it. Oops. Can't attach to this trailer. If I go off the rear winch. Right, let's just try straightforward pull. No way. Look at that. Straight wheels off the ground, not a chance. So, is it going to do it even from further away? Oops. So wheels are on the ground, but no, again, because the pegs are down, there's no way. Okay. I go crack at it, why not? Give it a go. So, need to drop this trailer off. Where are we? Drill site, drop trailer off somewhere. I mean, it's not that far to the garage, really. I mean, we could. I could just cut off camera, take this all the way back through here, up to there, bosh into the original garage, change up the makeup, put a high on it, whip back down, and just get that done. You know what, I'm going to do that. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. Could this be that simple for me? Nothing ever really seems simple in this game, especially when I'm at the wheel. Don't you tip. Don't you tip, baby. Come on. It's so close. Oh my god. Yeah, boy! Nice! Haha! And you know what? I think that it's probably just about right for us, isn't it? So if you have enjoyed it, please do give me a like and a follow. Even if it's just for, you know, support me with my broken back. In the comments, let me know if I can do anything better, what you'd like me to do, anything different. If you do anything different, anything like that, please, if you'd like to share this video, be my guest. And until next time, be happy, stay safer than I was, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.